There has been a war on women that I found unacceptable and despicable. I teach children's literature here sometimes. I am a university distinguished professor in UDP, and that means you can pretty much teach what you want to teach. I am here in the English department, so I conform, and I like to help out. But I'm saying all this to say, every now and then I teach Kid Lit because I really like it. And I'm always being amazed that there's always this mean stepmother who is coming to the beautiful young thing, and she's trying to get rid of her. And I'm thinking, that's not working for me. And there's always the women in the forest, and they're always trying to make them witches, and this is a bad thing, you know. And I'm thinking, no, these are the women that don't want to be bothered with the men who are being abusive. Or I don't have any problem with Snow White running off and living with the 7 dwarfs. They gave her a purpose. They were not abusive. They gave her a home. They took care of her, and she was happy. So it didn't make any sense that the wicked witch, the stepmother, would come to poison her. And it's like, no, I don't think that's what happened. And it certainly didn't make any sense that this woman who had been feeding and taking care of the home of 7 men, because there might be dwarfs, but they're grown men, all of a sudden she can't handle anything until one day my prince will come. I don't think so. And I think that people pick on the women because they wanted the girls to think that they had to do what they were being told to do. And it's the old women in the forest who were showing you, no, you don't. So we have Hansel and Gretel being kicked out by their stepmother, which I disagree with, because stepmothers were lovely people to take on some crazy husband, a woodsman who got no money, right, and 2 children. They run into a woman who has a home, who takes them in, and all of a sudden she's abusive. When did this woman get to be abusive? This woman has inconvenienced herself to help these children. Why are the women always being in a negative position? Rumpelstiltskin. And Rumpelstiltskin should have simply sued. The miller is pimping his daughter to the prince. The prince is like, okay, if she can spin flax into gold, I'll take her. Since she couldn't do it, Rumpelstiltskin came out of the goodness of his heart to help, right? And when she didn't have anything to give him, he said, okay, I'll take a kid because he has no way to pass along his knowledge. It's an apprenticeship. Everybody tried to make that abusive. He's saying, I have great knowledge of alchemy, and I would like to pass it along. You give me the kid, I'll take care of that. And then all of a sudden, she has the baby and she doesn't want to deal with it. So she now sends her handmaiden into the forest to find out who he is and what she can do. And of course, ultimately the handmaiden goes to the women, which you're going to call the witches, to say, you know, you all know a little guy, you know, he's got a little, you know, wart on his nose, and the witches are going, oh yeah, you mean Rumpelstiltskin? Sure, right? And so they come back, and then Rumpelstiltskin is upset. The witches have told you my name. Well, Rump, first of all, you made a deal, sue her. But don't blame the witches because everybody knew your name. But everybody's still mad at those women who are being free. And they're doing everything that they can to stop those women from enjoying their lives.